Hey everyone, welcome back to Best Health Positively. I'm Krista Novisky, and I'm so glad you're here where we talk all things health, covering lots of different topics, including mindset. And by that, I mean our beliefs, attitudes, and perspective in how our mindset impacts our health and habits. And today I want to share a LinkedIn post that I came across that was a great reminder about mindset and really tied into our beliefs and attitudes about ourselves. And the author in the post stated, "You have the ability to do great things, even the things you don't think you can do." And the reason I want to talk about this today is that we all need this reminder at times. And the author of the post went on to share a personal story about a major accomplishment related to his distance running goal. The story that inspired his belief about having the ability to do great things. And he was giving kudos to his wife, who was not only by his side, but had consistently reminded him of this truth that we can do great things, even the things we don't think we can do. And he was sharing how instrumental this was in helping him push and go after his goal, because he had embraced this belief as part of his mindset. And it makes sense because we often think ourselves out of things unless we take time to be reflective and really think about our mindset and our approach to things. Otherwise, we can find ourselves stuck or just in a rut with limiting beliefs or past failures. And sometimes we need to be reminded that we all do have the innate potential for greatness, as the author mentioned in his post. And I believe this 100% because I know that God's blessed each of us with seeds for greatness in our own ways, with our own contributions. Of course, that'll look different for each of us, but it's a seed, and we all have the choice to cultivate that greatness, to decide to cultivate that greatness or not. And it's worth mentioning, when I'm talking about greatness here, I'm talking about many different forms. Although I think we most often associate the idea of greatness with work or career, but it transcends that. Maybe it's about how you embrace your role as a mother, or the way you invest wholeheartedly in the relationships in your life, or the way you connect with others in your community. So greatness comes in many shapes and sizes, but let's get back to the concept that we have the choice to cultivate our greatness or not. So I'm going to pose a question here. And just a reminder, questions are a great tool. You'll hear me talk about this often, asking powerful questions. And this is my question. What do you think impacts that decision to pursue our greatness or not? Think about what comes into play here. Well, I'll tell you, a huge part of deciding whether or not we'll pursue our own greatness lies in our belief about ourselves, what we believe we deserve or what we're capable of. So that begs the question, what do you believe about yourself? Now, I hope you'll take some time to really think about this. Spend some time on this one, because your beliefs will either hold you back or be the fuel that keeps you moving forward. And as you think about this, just know your beliefs about yourself have been shaped over many years by experiences, your upbringing, your family. So ask yourself, what do I believe about me? What kind of greatness can I bring to the world? So it's worth your time to unpack this a little bit and reflect on what you really believe about yourself. Just like I mentioned earlier, my fundamental belief is that each one of us has the God-given potential for greatness in our own way. So that's the foundation from which I'm talking about this, not just for myself, but for you too. But what do you believe? That'll be most important for you, because even if I believe you have the potential for greatness, it doesn't matter if you don't believe that. And guess what? If you find that you've got some beliefs that are holding you back, we can do something about that. That's basically our starting point. We can challenge those limiting beliefs and create a more empowering mindset with beliefs that'll help you move forward. And just a side note, we'll talk about challenging limiting beliefs in another episode real soon. But for now, I'm challenging you to think about the beliefs you have about yourself in terms of your own potential for greatness. Like, what does greatness look like for you? Jot it down. Be as specific as possible. What does it look like to be living up to your potential? What kinds of things are you doing to show that? What kind of mindset do you have, or would you need to have? And these are all, what I would call powerful questions, because your answers will give you some good insight about where you're at in your life right now. And more importantly, the direction you're moving and what's possible for you. And hopefully this is a fun exercise that kind of gets you excited about what's next. Because it's never too late. If you're not moving in a direction you like, we can make some adjustments and change it. But of course, if you don't like the direction you're moving, but don't change anything, nothing will change. Now, I know that seems obvious, right? But it's remarkable to see people who are sometimes stuck, who aren't changing anything and somehow are waiting for their situations to change. And it's not going to happen without recognizing the problem and making the shift. So we have the opportunity to be reflective, to ask ourselves questions which really get to our mindset, our beliefs. So the purpose of this exercise today is to ask yourself some questions that I've raised here and to determine what greatness looks like for you and whether you're moving in that direction or need to make some adjustments. Because having the right mindset based on your personal beliefs can be just exactly what you need to push through the tough times and keep you taking that step forward, even if it's small, tiny, that small step forward toward your best health, whatever that means for you. So I just want to say that I believe in you and your potential to make your unique contribution to this world. If I can help you in any way, please reach out via the links in the show notes, or you can email me at kristanavitsky@gmail.com. At kristanavitsky@gmail.com. I'm glad you're here. And if you liked the episode, short episode here, but if you liked it, I hope you'll consider sharing it with a friend, maybe someone else who needs that reminder too. So take care, and I will see you guys here again next time. Thanks for being here.